Oh, hey. Hey, Mike, you're alive. Get up, man. Come on. I won, Cestvs. I won. I was lucky. My opponent was a child. Just a child. Uh, Nico and Norris were defeated, though. That's all really strong, man. Wait, hold up. You said you lost to a kid? Kuso. Okay. Oh, we should have probably talked ahead about time of planning how we wanted to
No, it's
talk
okay.
about it, but we'll just go into
Let's
it.
just wing it.
We'll
So,
just wing it right now.
we watched X-Arm, obviously. I found it more enjoyable than I originally thought it was going to be, but still pretty piss poor in terms of just the animation is just.
Talking about X-Arm right now, right?
Oh, my bad. X-Arm, my bad. Wrong show.
You said X-Arm.
I did say X-Arm. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so stuck on it.
I mean, it's pretty incredibly bad. But, no, we just watched Cestvs right now.
That's right.
So,
good catch.
Yeah. Should we start by trying to explain this anime in this episode?
I mean,
the plot of it?
it was very simple.
You know what? I explained the last one, X-Arm. You explain this one.
Okay, so it's a show about a slave fighter boy who's being trained by some, I guess, older fighter from before who's somehow earned his freedom, I guess, or something like that. It looks like, and teaches him boxing. And apparently he has friends, and there's a lot of homosexual undertones, which I don't mind at all. BL's good.
Yeah,
Honestly.
we like a little bit of romance.
Romance is fine. There's definitely just a lot of that going on, which is kind of accurate for the time frame, I believe.
So was that intentional though, or is it just accidentally done that way?
It's hard to tell.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
It's hard to tell.
If it's just has some images that come off as homoerotic, or is this unintentional homoeroticism?
I guess, yeah. Killer gets slapped. Man, there was a lot of sexual undertones going on here. Slapping. A lot of, yeah.
Maybe it is a little horny. It might be a little horny. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I like that tight grip on that chain. Choke me.
I feel like the people drawing this really went for it. It's still. I'll be honest. It was fun. So I'm not gonna call it just flat out bad. But man, the animations. There's the opening scene with the 3D and the what's it called? The opening theme, right? The opening scene and opening theme were 3D, and honestly, that in a very odd sense looked better than what they were drawing in every other place.
The only rule is stay hard.
If there's no rules, then why is there a referee?
I don't know why the fuck there was a referee.
Wow.
If he moves too fast for it to be animated, it saves on the saves on
This
the budget.
was easy to animate. Oh my god!
Don't have to animate a fight scene or it's too fast for the human eye to see.
See, we'll just draw this one and just ignore. Let's just not add contact, right? No contact, zero contact.
Zero contact in this full-on contact sport. Yeah, which is weird.
Which I normally would not go for, right? So maybe I'm just desensitized to it because I've watched so many other bad 3D animated things, and so it's just you know what, I can live with this now. But when you look at the lazy still frame kind of animation they were doing in the other stuff, and I'm not talking the gag stuff from House Husband, right? Mm-hmm. I'm talking more.
We'll talk about House Husband.
I'm talking more like Kill la Kill-esque, epic scenes going on. Character pops in the scene, does stand still, words coming out, and that's what's happening. But it was a fight scene, and it's okay, he's gonna do the punch. Let me show his bicep. Then let me show his forearm. Let me show his fist. Let me show his fist hitting his body without motion.
Yeah, the PowerPoint slide of animation.
Yeah, exactly.
Of fighting animation.
There was no time spent on the amount of frames actually being drawn, and it's just really frustrating to watch stuff like that. At least for me, because when you come from stuff like Hajime no Ippo, right?
Yeah, so it's trying to advertise it. I can't. So is it a sports anime, or is it a boy love?
Can it be a boys love sports anime?
Yeah, Yuri on Ice, but for like boxing in the Roman ages.
I see no issues with this. I think that is actually.
I fully embrace
I wouldn't
this.
even think that I might, even though I'm not into BL.
We haven't read the manga, so we don't know for sure.
If it was advertised as such, because of how just ridiculous the premise could have been, because if that was what was written on paper and I saw that, I'd be like, I gotta watch it. It would make me watch purely on the just ridiculous category.
Oh, that would be a great anime to watch. It's like two slaves grew up in their slave quarters together. They have forbidden love for each other. Will they make it out of the gladiatorial?
And then they have to kill each other.
How do they come out?
It's like a gay Romeo and Juliet with fighting. I'd be into it.
I don't think that's what this is trying to go for.
Yeah, maybe it's not what it's trying to go for. And sadly, I guess they missed an opportunity. They definitely missed an opportunity, if that's the case. If I were to...
No, so far the plot's looking real boilerplate. Real like, I have to get stronger to earn my freedom by winning this anime tournament.
Exactly. And there's probably going to be like a training arc that isn't actually a training arc because when you're a gladiator fighter, you would never get time off. So...
Yeah. What happens in this episode again? He has a trainer, it starts out with him, he's like younger maybe, right? He gets him and he has to fight his best friend to live.
I guess. I was confused on that.
They were picking out fighters, I guess. Right?
And so they picked the strongest guy and put it up against the weakest looking guy.
The weakest looking guys. Like, big guy, small guy. You two kill each other. And then they didn't. And so his first lover dies, I assume.
Yeah.
And, they shoot him with arrows. And then...
He cries about it.
And then he goes fights in the
teacher says,
arena.
don't be a bitch. And then, that's
I feel like that's all that happened. They showed his origin story. And then he goes fights in the arena. And then there's some talk about like this like other dude who's learned how to fight like a Greek dude, Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah,
basically they gave it some stupid name.
I'm pretty sure they gave it the actual name. It's like Pekarion.
Mixed martial arts.
Some mixed martial arts.
It was some octagon stuff.
Yeah, whatever. Regardless, more inane bullshit happens in the rest of the episode. It's nothing really fun. Nothing really like stood out. It's just like, oh, that's really fun to watch. Nothing.
Very basic.
I had more fun watching the opening theme than I had watching the show.
The opening theme wasn't too bad. Opening was like kind of all right.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess just being able to notice all the like just failings of the show just makes it worse. Now, obviously, all the BL stuff that's happening, especially if it's unintentional, is hilarious. But that's the highlight of the show, right?
Those are my favorite parts to watch. When he's like holding the dude by the collar,
by the chain, and the collar,
listen
slapped.
Here, slave boy, slap.
Like I go, if it's unintentional, it's sad because it is actually the highlight of the show.
Oh, it's clearly unintentional. I don't think that. Maybe they'll keep going with it. I don't know. Who knows?
There's the blushing, the constant blushing,
and
there's just guys talking, and there's just blushing.
I don't feel like Hajime. I don't feel like Ippo blushes when like Takamura like talks to him, and like
maybe when his pants are down or something. I don't know.
Maybe when Takamura pulls his pants down. That's some intentional like sort of like it's like playful ribbon between boys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of gay a little bit, but they like to play that way. But it's funny over there.
Anyway. It was like a solid 3 out of 10, like easily. Definitely could sit through. Not having a good time.
Shit, this animation.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Not giving it an actual rating, but just off the cuff.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, was it entertaining though? I was entertained.
I was entertained by the fact that I was here with you. And I was entertained by the fact that there was a lot of BL stuff happening, and that was really funny because I was able to just, rib on that the entire time. I'll be honest, I didn't read half the subs because
I didn't bother. The animation.
What could they have told me? What could they have told me to save this? That is actually what was going through my head. What could you tell me right now?
Well, it started off on the wrong foot. I'll tell you that, first of all. Because it started, like we said earlier, it started 3D for some reason. And it looked terrible in 3D.
But not horrible. Like
it was acceptable. It was kind of it was like the Berserk movies.
Yeah, it was exactly that. And I'll be honest, we've sat through those, and I'm not gonna say those are bad, right?
Yeah, it was all right. And then it switched to 2D, and then somehow it was worse. I wasn't expecting it to be worse while it was 2D the whole time, but the animation was actually
it just got worse.
They didn't bother animating, really.
And I couldn't, because of that. Like, I just would ignore half the subs because I'd be like, watching the animation in awe of how bad it was. I'd be like, wow, they actually drew that. Like, but not correctly. Or not with any effort whatsoever. They drew that in the minimum possible way. Like a child making a flip book would have done better. And that's how bad it is. And then, like, I was just sitting there like, how could... I'd look under the subs and be like, it'd say something like, yeah, that's about what I expected to be saying right now. And then
blah,
go right back.
Go fight a dude.
Some guy talking harsh to you about training. You get the feel of what's happening.
I feel like it has a very mismatched tone because it's supposed to be gladiatorial fighting in Rome, right? And it has the tone of like a happy-go-lucky sports anime. Like, one dude gets killed, but it doesn't even feel that bad. They
One dude?
Well, like
2 dudes got killed.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Okay, so if you remember the part where the guy gets slapped, right?
Yes.
They imply that the other guy died because of the sword coming by, and go, and then slap.
That's true.
And so the other guy died too.
The professional fighter, the one that's like a free man, I guess, or a son of the soldier guy. I already forgot his Demetrius.
No, the guy who was trying to save, the guy who's like, oh, some thumbs up in the arena thing, and that guy,
that guy
the
died.
main character died.
I thought like the other.
Yeah, no, that's okay, dog. It's okay, dog.
There was
I
like
was paying attention. I was paying attention.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That happened like that. Then you see the other fight happen.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other guy just got his arm broken. You know, I don't know if he lives or dies. Doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, the deaths. They're just losses. These dudes
don't have personality. They don't
have personalities. They don't matter.
They're just drones.
Nobody's gonna die who matters in this show. That's what's important. It's not gonna be that kind of show. It's a sports anime. Once like all the heels, they're all gonna just get killed.
Yeah,
right?
so
because
all
you
those
can just do that.
I will say, there was one very big highlight of this show. It was the other gladiator coming into the cage and saying, "Thank God my opponent was a child," as he was just bleeding from the mouth, face beaten. The most comical thing I've ever seen. Thank God my opponent was a child, as he's just beaten up. It actually killed me. In the moment, I couldn't laugh too hard because I was trying to pay attention. But now that we're here, thank God.
Thank God my opponent was a child.
I'm actually tearing up. It's actually pretty bad. It was good.
Okay. Anything else? I think we can just stop.
I think that's basically it.
That's a great